Hello, Elm Trees. It's your host, Chris, Corey, and Donnie, and welcome to another goodie bag edition of the More Gooder Than podcast. On these extra shows, we reveal the movies for the next main episode, read your comments, listen to messages from the hotline, normally, and do another segment of MGT Light, where we discuss something we've been into during the week or something we want to recommend or just dig. We've been eating a lot of stuff lately.
Yeah. We're all on diets. So we're
eating things. Next week's main episode is titled When Donnie Met Leo, and will feature the films Romeo plus Juliet.
Yes.
Plus.
I actually had a hard time finding it because I was typing in Romeo and Juliet and I got like 50 other results.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Titanic. Much bigger than that other one. And then Inception.
Bwong.
It never does bwong.
I know it doesn't.
It never bwongs.
The trailer did.
Yeah, the trailer bwong.
Yeah. And it changed like the game for trailers. From
I don't remember the trailer for Inception.
Well, do you remember bwong?
They didn't.
I remember that from Mass Effect 3.
Yeah.
That was when
the Reaper noise.
When the Reapers came to get
when
you.
When you're like tooling around the galaxy. Oh, cool. Here's something. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I got to get out of here.
The Reapers, that was such a great series, wasn't it?
Oh, man. Okay.
My brother's just not into it.
I can't.
I want to like shake him.
Kills me. Like Elise would watch me play Mass Effect.
Really?
She's not a gamer. She appreciates my gamerhood.
Yeah.
But my gamerness.
She's from the hood.
She allows it.
Hood.
What's up? What's up, y'all? What's up? Little PS4 over here.
From the 001011.
I mean, what's funny is that does say something.
Well, that's not quite a full
I know, I'm just saying, though.
It's not
like,
full byte, so it says not very much.
So Romeo and Juliet, Titanic, and Inception. Some Leonardo DiCaprio movies that Donnie may or may not have seen.
Yeah,
I hadn't seen any of them.
So we put this one together because Donnie hasn't seen any of them, and you hadn't seen.
I didn't see Titanic.
Which was just that was like appalling to me. Like it
Just
was
an
insult.
Donnie has said
That's all right.
Donnie has said it multiple times that there's certain times when you're just like, oh, I'll watch this.
Once enough time has passed,
and then what ends up happening is, oh, we'll watch this for the show. So eventually. Yeah. So we just kind of.
We've only been doing the show
for 3 years. I know.
Donnie's like 52. Okay, so
back then, and it was Titanic and Romeo plus Juliet was 96, 97.
96, 97. Yeah.
That, I was in the middle of an anti-Leonardo DiCaprio phase.
Every girl in the world was in love with him.
It didn't have anything to do with that. I don't remember why. There was a specific reason why I didn't want to watch any of his stuff.
He wasn't who he is today. And we'll get into it more next week, but
after we watch these movies.
But no, like there was a time it's just like, oh, I'm so freaking sick of this dude.
It was like Forrest Gump too, like great movie, but when it came out, it was just so pervasive. Like I don't want to watch that because everybody's saying, watch this, watch this, watch this. When I finally watched it last year, loved it. Great movie.
Great flick.
Fantastic movie. Like I didn't have anything against it
2 decades
itself.
Behind everybody else.
Just the hype around it. But Leah, I think the first DiCaprio movie I ever saw was What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Yeah. I do get that kind of being a little contrarian to like hype. I mean, the things that get hyped typically are good. It's just that they're not as good as the hype suggests. Yeah.
Well, and I don't like.
There's a reason why they get hyped, but the hype, I do. It kind of turns you off a little bit because it's like it can't be that good.
I'm resistant to being told what to do.
Sure.
So when, especially with Forrest Gump, like you got to watch this. Fuck you.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm sure it's amazing, but
hey, Donnie, stop resisting.
This is a RoboCop thing.
No, he's got to.
It's a very poor attempt at reverse psychology.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't on. I actually don't know the first Leonardo DiCaprio movie I saw. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I never had an aversion to Leo. Like I don't know, it just seemed like a pretty good actor.
I honestly don't remember why and it was brief, but just. During that window, I didn't watch a couple of movies, and then I never got around to them.
Yeah, it's just because him and Tobey Maguire were just like slaying pussy, and so you guys just hated him for that.
I think the first Leonardo DiCaprio movie I ever saw was Marvin's Room, which came out in '96.
He did a lot of work in 96 and 97.
The dude is busy.
I guess so. When did Gilbert Grape come out?
That came out
96.
And I think that came out in 94.
Before that. Yeah, he was younger.
Let's find out. Here I have up the IMDb's.
I think what benefited him is when he was young, he looked even younger. Like he always looked really, really young. I guess we should talk about this next.
I think he was like 30 when he was on Growing Pains.
You know, I saw him in The Quick and the Dead.
But
The Quick and the Dead, I saw him in.
He was able to play very young parts, but he was more mature because he really was like 10 years older than the parts he was playing.
Well, and when you get down to it, he's a fucking great actor.
Yeah, he's really good. But it's just so like a 21-year-old versus an 11-year-old. You know what I mean? At 21, he was playing an 11-year-old or something. So I'm just saying, like
93.
He could
came out in 93.
nail those auditions more than the actual teenager kids could.
So I really, really liked him, and then somewhere like in the late 90s, I didn't for some reason.
Broke your heart. Yeah.
Did you Fredo kiss him right in the mouth?
He's dead to me.
You're dead to me. Come back. You're my brother. You're my. That's Godfather 2. It's very, very excellent film. Excellent film.
Yeah, I'll watch it in 2 decades.
This movie.
It's probably been out for like 4 decades or something.
Yeah, because Godfather 3 came out in 90.
We're not watching any Godfathers for the podcast.
I mean, the first Godfather was like in the 70s, right?
Yeah, 78?
I'm not looking that up too.
No.
Anyway, they're all 10 hours long and we're not doing them.
Here's the thing.
So you're off the hook. You don't have to watch any Godfather movie if you don't want to.
They are real. I prefer 1 over 2. I think 2, I like anything that was just, honestly, I like everything that was just Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
That's actually the movie I'd rather watch. And I would rather have had the Michael stuff be Godfather 3. Like no Michael in the second one. Just
Michael Scott from The Office?
Yeah, Michael Scott.
You know the funniest part about The Office?
Oh man, we can talk about Office. So Dave,
those were like the funniest things. Like those were my biggest laughs when we were just like talking about the.
I know it's like apparently we picked the wrong thing.
I know.
It's like you guys just want to hear us laugh about The Office. Honestly, if you think about it, what do people watch on Netflix most of the time anyway, or whatever? They just watch The Office.
Pretty much, yeah.
Or like if you have cable, what's on TV? You just watching reruns of The Office.
If I'm like sitting in my chair trying to decide on a video game to play or something else to watch, I'll put on The Office or Parks and Rec just to have on while I'm making my decision. And usually I watch 5 or 6 episodes of it.
So it's like we picked the wrong thing. Just talk about The Office and just
should have brought Dave in and just talked about episodes of The Office.
No,
that should be the entire podcast.
That's just a podcast. Hey, do you remember this part in The Office?
More Office than.
And we just laugh at it, and everyone's just like, "Yeah, well, I don't know what podcast do you want to listen to? I'll put on that Office Talk one.
Yeah, that's meta.
While we're looking for another podcast to listen to. Oh shoot, we listened to 6 episodes of The Office Talk, guys.
We'd be rich.
Shoot, that's a really good idea. TM.
Yep.
If just saying
trademark
it,
that.
Yeah.
We put
just saying it right, you get to trademark it, right?
We put it out there into the universe.
Yeah.
So
Romeo plus Juliet, Titanic, Inception. I just went looking through Leo's IMDb page.
Yeah.
It's actually crazy how many movies of his I haven't seen as well.
Oh yeah.
Like I didn't see J. Edgar. I haven't seen The Aviator.
I didn't see The Quicker Than Dead.
I actually have never seen What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
I've never seen that either.
It's super good.
I mean, I didn't watch Revolutionary Road just because it looks sad.
What is the ending? What is eating him?
Cannibals.
Yeah. Okay. It gets real weird when they start eating the morbidly obese mom.
Yeah.
So, and it's like, Gilbert, what are you doing? I'm eating it. Anyway, it's really weird.
Gilbert is Johnny Depp.
I know. It's just like,
but
I do know that actually, I didn't know that.
Young Johnny Depp and Leo together.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Launched their careers, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. Yeah.
Well, no, because I mean, it was an acclaimed movie, but it wasn't like a catapult to superstardom.
I don't know though. Like I've never seen it, but I just like everyone knows that reference. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? Like everyone knows they were in that movie. I feel like that. I don't know that made him popular.
Well, I think it showed that he had range. It wasn't just because he was a kid actor.
Yeah.
This is all good stuff for next week. It's all really good stuff for next week.
Corey's got some editing to do.
Yeah.
Just drop this in the beginning of the next episode.
So a Twitter poll was ran for last week's Dave Morgan presents More Gooder Than a Dave Morgan joint by Dave Morgan.
I'm gonna guess it was not the Foxcatcher.
It was the Creed.
Yeah,
71%.
Shocker.
And it was even less on Facebook. It was like it was even Foxcatcher got even less votes.
Yeah.
So 71% for Creed.
I'm actually surprised that it was only 71% for
Well,
Creed. Not that Foxcatcher wasn't a good movie. It was a good movie.
It's a very good movie.
But Creed was like super enjoyable.
I didn't go watch Creed 2 right after.
I haven't watched it yet.
But man, I could have. Once again, we're recording at a weird time where we had to record earlier because Donnie.
My fault this time.
Donnie decided that he's got to go to Lost Wages.
Yeah.
And then
I got to roll. Brother's got to roll.
How long have you been working on that pun?
It's the dumbest thing.
Yeah.
My uncle,
like it just right now. Just
my uncle used to say it, and I thought it was the stupidest thing.
Yeah.
And now I said it. It's like I just spread. It's like I just spread herpes.
It's like like saying Hollyweird and feeling like you did something cool.
Ooh,
you know,
clever,
clever,
or Zoo York.
I've never heard Zoo York, so as far as you're concerned, that you're the first one to say that.
Oh, yeah, clever.
TM.
TM.
You heard it here first.
I said TM.
Yeah, I put it out there on the internet.
I'm trying so hard not to cough. You guys are saying funny things, but I know if I laugh really hard,
die.
I might cough.
Resuscitate you.
Yeah. So
yeah.
So you're not quite over the plague yet.
I still have the bubonic plague.
Okay.
Yeah. If you think about it, that rat that carried the plague has the highest kill death ratio of any other.
Not the rat, the flea.
Yeah, the flea. So that flea has the highest kill death ratio.
Not the flea, but the virus.
The virus itself. Human beings are a virus. Oh man, the Matrix is so good.
I need access, Mr. Anderson.
So yeah, Twitter poll was ran. 71% of the vote went to Creed, and since we just released it yesterday, so there wasn't a ton of oh man, I love but most people are like. Dave did text me and he said, I'm listening to The Office Talk. That's really good stuff.
I know. That's probably going to be the highlight.
Oh, man. It's so funny.
Well, if he wants us to do Office for, the rest of our run, then
his call.
That's what we'll do.
Make an executive decision.
Chris from the Podcast 42, part of the Pod Chris Network.
Chris number 42.
Pod Chris Network. Says, does Chris. Am I Chris Prime?
Chris.
I'll be Chris. I'm going to be Chris Prime.
The John Malkovich thing.
I'm just going to say it. I'm Chris Prime.
Chris Prime.
Yeah. Does Chris Prime have to train himself as interim until his permanent replacement is hired? It's to come in and replace the Chris.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good.
I like that. Yeah, it's really good. We had posted.
Now he's going to demand that we start calling him Christmas Prime.
Christmas Prime. Stopped Crime. That was too funny.
Still laughing about it.
I'm still laughing, but dang it, I'm going to start coughing. And scene. We posted Dave's Wall of Fame picture and everything. And he says, oh, you should have put in there that I was a philatelist. And it's like, I circled it. Bro, it's in there. You're a philatelist. So, and then Dan from Danny Cody says, has Dave ever watched a movie? It's like we were shouting out, and it is similar. Dave, we love you, but bro, watch some movies. Yeah. I'm gonna have him over and just sit down.
Shameful how many movies he hasn't seen.
So weird, huh? Paris had sent us a picture. This is another picture thing. I will pass it around.
More proof.
But it says, I listened to the first half on my way to work of our Foxcatcher episode.
Yeah.
And I have to share this photo of a kitten that came into the shelter I work at a few years ago after I just seen Foxcatcher. She says, and so then here's the cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. I'll post it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a philanthropist philatelist.
That cat is.
The cat. It's a sweet baby cat.
That's his name.
Philatelist.
But this cat, I mean, it looks like it has a receding hairline.
Philatelist.
Philatelist.
That's better. Yeah.
Philatelist.
The first draft wasn't great, but I refined it.
And no bad ideas in a brainstorming session.
Yeah, just coming. just keep them coming. No bad ideas. Okay, that was a bad idea. No,
felinalist.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Boom.
A perlatelist. Come on, Chris. Come on, you gotta get in on this.
I actually forgot what we were talking about. What were we talking about again?
Philanthropist.
He's a philinalist philanthropist. Say that 10 times fast.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Couldn't say it one time fast.
I couldn't even say it. I don't even want to say it again. So we're getting an Elvis Presley biopic from Baz Luhrmann. I felt like this was kind of because he did Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
And then of course he did, which is like, oh yeah, tell you have a style. Like
Yeah.
you have a
Yeah.
thing.
Moulin
You have a
and-
thing.
yeah.
So I'm like, can you imagine an Elvis Presley biography done by Baz Luhrmann where you just like, where out of nowhere, for some reason, it's played by, of course, John Leguizamo.
Yeah, right.
Or John Leguizamo is his like weirdly odd friend that hangs around with him. Anyway, I just thought that was...
Now that's a hook for me. I wouldn't be interested in a Elvis. I'm not a big Presley fan. Don't really care.
Yeah.
If Leguizamo's in it, you're getting me on board.
The next generation is not going to know who Elvis is.
Yeah.
Like, do your boys know who Elvis is?
Nope.
I don't think my girls do.
I don't listen to Elvis often. I do enjoy Elvis songs, but I'm just not like into like the whole larger than life.
I won't like
that he
search
is.
out an Elvis song.
No.
My mom has songs for all of us boys. I have two brothers. I know you guys know that, but she has songs for us that like are like
They're Elvis songs?
And no, that just are like
Just songs that are important.
just songs that are like mine and her song. I always thought she gave them to us when we were kids.
sweet.
It is very sweet, but mine is can't help falling in love. That's it. And so like when we did our mom
You
and
don't
dad
even
dance,
know the name of your own.
it's called Fool's Rush. It's called Fool's
You
Rush.
even love your
Yeah.
mother.
It's Fool's
do
Rush
you?
In, but like,
Yeah.
but if I say that, some people think it's another song. It's Fool's Rush In. Anyway, that's the song that we danced to on the mom-son dance at my wedding to Elise and everything. Anyway, so I do like that song. He's got some, but I won't like search out.
Yeah, he's got some likable tunes.
But I just say like it's going to be someone like the next generation will have no idea who he is.
Yeah.
And there'd be no reason to. Yeah, I don't know.
Does he have like the staying power of like the Beatles? Nobody like covers Elvis. Well, I guess people do, but not.
They
Recently.
don't realize they're covering Elvis.
Because Elvis just covered like, hey,
people, yeah.
hey, I'm white. I'm sure I can make this more profitable because the world is racist.
Right time, right place, I guess.
Did you guys know Elvis got his signature dance moves from Forrest Gump?
I did know that.
Yeah.
I knew that
I
now.
learned
I
that,
recently learned that.
I think that wasn't it Kurt Russell?
Kurt Russell, yeah.
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 Oh, hey, little mama. I don't know. Have mercy. Which now it's like you got Uncle Jesse because you got Aunt Becky's in jail right now, and so Uncle Jesse's got to go up to the judge and say, "Have mercy."
Yeah, I saw a headline today that said like whatever the daughter's name is, like blames her mom for ruining her career. Like I guess like
Did she have a career?
She was like a model or something.
Was
like
she an
that.
influencer?
She had like
Yeah,
an
exactly.
influencer.
Yeah, that's everyone's
millions
career
of
nowadays.
followers and like advertising and yeah.
I know I'm old because it makes me sick to think that that's how people are making money. Just
Well,
Hey,
I mean,
look
good
at me
Good
and
for
follow
you.
me.
Yeah.
Honestly, good for you. Like there is a Princess Bride musical being made.
yeah.
Did you see it?
I was going to send that to you guys.
Oh, did you? Yeah. And I know because Donnie was in the Princess Bride play
Yeah.
at Foothill High School.
Sure was.
And anyway, so I thought like there was no singing involved in that one. That was just straight up a play.
Yeah, it was fairly faithful to the movie adaptation of the book.
Which has tons of songs. I would watch that in a heartbeat. Are we talking? Is this gonna be the next Hamilton?
Maybe it depends on who writes the music.
Yeah.
Is Lin-Manuel on board for it?
Because if it's like, oh shit, I can't think of what the.
You got this.
Oh, cut that.
No, you don't get to edit out your mistakes.
If it's going to be like Jesus Christ Superstar, like, then no, it's not going to be enjoyable.
I don't even exercise. Checking the rock.
If it's like Lin-Manuel Miranda or Joss Whedon or
You know, I always forget about Dr. Horrible.
well, there was a musical episode of Buffy that was awesome.
It was very
Like,
good. Once More with Feeling.
Yeah, he does good musicals.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Man, I do love I was listening to some Bim Bam, and they're talking about how they had Lin-Manuel on an episode as their guest spurt. And this was before, and they're talking about Hamilton's about to start. And he's just like,
really?
And they're just talking about, so he's talking about Hamilton, I'm a Bim Bam, and they're like, oh, you guys, you don't understand. We've listened to it. It's going to be really big. So Griffin's saying, and you're just like, yep. But like, Travis does a fantasy football league with Lin-Manuel. They call him Lin. That's how close they are. They don't have to say Lin-Manuel Miranda all the way through. But do you guys know the King Killer Chronicles?
No.
You guys, Name of the Wind, Wise Man's Fear.
I had not read it, but I've held it and thought about buying it and put it down.
So Patrick Rothfuss, we've talked about Rothfuss before. We've had this conversation. He's got the George R.R. Martin disease. Can't finish.
Oh, okay.
He can't finish. He's like J.J. Abrams. Got to bring in the Joss Whedon.
That happens.
What? Can't finish? Yeah, it's horrible. But they so you have man, there's medicines for that. Anyway. But he came. Name of the Wind and A Wise Man's Fear is part of the King Killer Chronicles trilogy, and the people have been waiting on this third book as much as people have been waiting for Half-Life 3. Okay. So which was another fantastic conversation that we had a month ago about Half-Life 3 and our full knowledge of Gordon Ramsay and but so I had Elise read him. I said, you're gonna love these. I says, maybe by the time you're done reading him, he'll have the third book out. Still waiting. Yeah. And so
that was like before you got married.
But it's like the dude. No, she read them a couple of years ago. I did read them, the first one, before we got married. But the thing is so like, where do you guys stand on this? Like, basically, he does so many other things other than write this third book. And so he runs D&D things at different cons. And he's doing like all these other things. And basically like, hey, I'm involved in this. And everyone's response to him is,
go finish.
Where's the third book?
Yeah.
Like, and everyone's like, oh, so it's like, do you think that hate is deserved? Or do you think like, oh, he doesn't owe anyone anything?
That's where I'm at. Like, it is frustrating as a fan of something, but like, hey, what does he owe people? He wrote the books. You like them. He's not obligated to finish them.
I understand
like,
that
George R.R. Martin, for instance, like once the show started getting big,
he's not going to finish.
I know.
He's not going to finish.
Once the show started getting big, people kept saying that all over and over, like, oh, where's the last books? And he's like, you know what? I worked for years to write this material, and now it's finally become like a big show, and I'm getting invited to like these different parties and do these different interviews. Like, I'm going to go do that. Because like that's what I worked for.
Yeah, but the thing is like as someone who like has fans and devoted fans, and those fans have paid you money
for the works that they already have in their hands.
I understand, but with the promise that they're going to finish it at some point. Now, of course, George R. Anyway, I understand.
There's no explicit promise that he's going to finish those books.
It's inexplicit. It's there is an implicit. It's
implied. Yeah,
it's implied. I'm glad that we came full circle on what words are. This is great. So glad.
Subjective.
We're recording this at nighttime. We're punchy. We got the punchy. Anyway, I can go either way. Mine is like you got to understand that people are going to be mad at you if you're doing all these other things. So it's like
he's just like walking along. Haters gonna hate. I'm going to this party because I got invited.
He takes it personally or whatever. It's like, no, finish the friggin' book. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're telling me in 10 years since he wrote the last one, you haven't written like 20 chapters. What have you been doing? I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. But the thing is like, even if you produce that book, then they'd be like, where's the next one?
No, well, if you finish it. No, yes, you can.
It sucks as a fan. I do admit, it sucks as a fan. Like, I've been waiting for the last Tool album for 13 years, and it's nowhere in sight.
It's coming.
They've been saying that for like 10 years.
No, the difference is if it's a trilogy, no one's gonna be mad if you finish out the trilogy. Like, yeah, you'll be sad that it's over. Wheel of Time finished posthumously by Brandon Sanderson.
We'll wait for Brandon Sanderson to finish.
The dude is a machine.
What is the fucking name?
King Killer Chronicles.
No. Song of Ice and Fire.
Man, I'd love a Brandon Sanderson.
I didn't want to call it Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Anyway, Lin-Manuel Miranda is very good friends with Patrick Rothfuss.
L-double-M, as I call him.
Jeez. L to the double M. LM squared. LM squared. He owns the movie rights and the TV rights for the King Killer Chronicles. He's a huge fan of the books. So it's like, okay, so you're telling me that now Lin-Manuel Miranda is going to finish one of my favorite book series, and it's going to be awesome.
Okay, yeah. If that was the case and I was Patrick Rothfuss, that is...
Oh, cool. You'll do a good job. And, because the thing is...
No, that's like motivation to finish it.
Yeah. The best way to describe the main character is a bard. Like, he's a magical musician.
So he seduces everyone and everything.
Sex with everybody.
Okay.
And he does.
Classic Bard.
And so that's like, oh, cool. So Lin-Manuel obviously was very attracted to, well, the guy, because he's a sexy bard, and the fact that like this guy is this killer musician. Anyway, that's it. That was all for that. That was a really long story.
It was. We went a lot of places.
Yeah. We meandered.
Took us on a journey.
An adventure. That was an epic tale.
On a journey and epic. You guys see Keanu?
Now the fans are expecting the sequel.
Yeah, I know. Now the fans are expecting. Keanu was in town.
Yeah, he was.
I would have
for a brief moment. He came to our airport and then drove out.
He drove out in a van and just hung out. He went around Bakersfield.
I don't think he did. I missed that. He got a van to drive to LA.
He went specifically just to hang out at like La Costa. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm just messing around. But I don't know how many people sent. I was just pointing it out because I don't know how many people sent me. Hey, Keanu was there
in town. Yeah,
like, did you see him? Like, do you understand how big Bakersfield is?
Yeah, everybody tagged
20
like
miles across
at the airport with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. But he was like reading facts. Like people were tweeting about him, and it was a video of him just like reading facts about Bakersfield. Like the population and like our main export crops.
I guess I haven't logged on Facebook in a while, so this is total news to me.
Really?
Yeah, I was. When was this?
2 days ago.
Huh.
Yeah.
Cool.
So did you see him?
I did not. Or maybe, I don't know.
I would totally be able to pick him out of a crowd. Easy.
Yeah.
He has such super recognizable face.
Yeah.
Kenny at that work.
Recognizable.
Kenny Wong, like when I sent him the article about him being in town, like because his plane had mechanical problems, and he's just like, poor Keanu.
Sad Keanu.
Yeah, sad Keanu.
Kenny was telling me about there's a burlesque show, The Empire Strips Back.
Empire Strips Back, yeah.
I was unaware
like
of it. But yeah, it's at the. Well, no, it's next weekend.
Next weekend,
at the Fox.
This is just a general.
It's actually
question.
an Australian production company that's doing it for our Aussie friends. You guys know them?
What, Aussies or
do our Aussie friends know these people who do Empire Strips Back?
Do you know them? My oldest, she has reading prompts that she has. She's in second grade, so she has all these reading prompts. They've all been on. It's been on Australia all month.
Yeah,
it must be like a thing, but it's like all of March has been on about Australia.
March is Straya month.
It's Straya month. Straya.
It's Poison Awareness Month.
Poison Awareness Month. Oh my gosh, really? That'd be pretty funny. I want to go to there.
Yeah,
I want to go to there. But like, I am legit worried that I'm going to get bit by something. Something that's the most poisonous.
Australia, not this burlesque show.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
oh yeah. Here's my question.
Well, yeah, that might be a genuine fear.
In a burlesque show, so does that mean that there's no? It's just sexy.
Ken said there's no nudity.
It's a burlesque means no nudity.
It's risque.
Yeah.
Tasteful, I'm sure.
Tales of ribaldry, basically.
Yeah.
So no nudity.
No.
Right.
No titties.
I mean, well, they'll have like little flappers on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll have.
But they won't be flappers.
Pasties at the most.
They'll be
tassels.
No, but the tassels will be glow sticks to make them look like lightsabers.
Yes. Oh, that's actually pretty clever.
Nailed it.
Nice.
There will be mini duels.
Yes. I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. Ooh boy, that's good stuff.
Man.
Since you're not on Facebook, I actually knew that, so I just wanted you to know this. That Monty wanted to make sure that you knew that in June there's a podcast made just for Donnie, a 12-part documentary on the production of the Pixies' newest album that will be released later this year. It's called Past is Prologue. So in June.
Man, when I saw them last August, it was an amazing show. What's her head? Kim Deal's out of the band, and so it was what's her name? Paz Lanchanton or whatever.
Bass player for,
she's their bass player now.
She was the bass player for
Perfect Circle.
Yeah,
she was in Smashing Pumpkins too.
Yeah.
Man,
so, now she's a Pixie.
She's hard working. Like that is
Perfect Circle had several members from Smashing Pumpkins because they were like looking for work. Hey, I'm a musician. I can play.
Randy Quaid came out of nowhere. Just started playing. I like me some Smashing Pumpkins.
I like Smashing Pumpkins. Hate Billy Corgan.
Oh yeah, he's garbage human.
Yeah,
like
really? I don't know anything about his personal life.
He's like super into.
Now he's like this hard right, like conspiracy guy. But even back in the '90s, when like all the Seattle bands were cool. Even the other Seattle bands were like, oh, fuck that guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He runs like an independent wrestling organization. He's a philatelist philanthropist.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's never
got a little ranch that people can come out and train on.
It's called Team Pumpkin Catcher. The
Pumpkin Smasher.
I'm sorry. The team. Yeah. What's your favorite Smashing Pumpkins song?
Probably Today.
That's a good song,
Yeah.
man.
Today is the greatest.
We did that. Remember when we had a band?
Day I've ever known. Yeah, we played that.
It was one of our songs. Yeah, it's got a
was.
super good bass line. I actually like it a lot.
I'd probably have to go with
I just love how simple that.
either.
Oh, it's so good.
We were waiting for Donnie to come in, but he didn't. He didn't.
Man,
play us.
yeah.
Donnie
You're gonna wait for forever.
Oh no, he never plays our Ranger games.
Mayonnaise or Zero. One of those two.
The funny thing, my favorite Smashing Pumpkins song, Bashing Pumpkins.
My second favorite is Tonight. Today and Tonight.
Yeah.
Those are my favorites.
Perfect.
Interesting.
Perfect. Really good too.
Neat.
But they do a cover of a Depeche Mode song called "Never Let Me Down Again." It's so freaking good.
Huh.
It's way better than the original, and the original is really good. But like, it's a really good. I'll play it for you guys later. Anyway, it's good stuff.
Cherub Rock. I'm just thinking of like the songs that I like.
Classic.
Yeah, it's good.
Mayonnaise was on Siamese Dream, but like it's never on any of the like greatest hits
Perfect's
compilations.
I love Perfect. Crestfallen actually is really good. It's a weird one. It's like more industrial. It's more Nine Inch Nails sounding. Mm-hmm. I mean, the world is a vampire, right? I'm right.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Right.
I play.
I'm a musician. I can play.
But like, if you look at their album, I couldn't listen to a whole Smashing Pumpkins album.
Really?
But like, there's definitely like songs I can pick out of there and like, oh, cool. Let me make a greatest hits
I
album.
could. I don't though. They're just one of those bands that
That's
like
it.
it's kind
Right?
of Elvis. Like like when it's on, cool. I like this, but I don't seek them out. Like I'm really feeling some.
Gotta have me some pumpkins right now.
And I want them smashed. They did Landslide.
You guys ever seen Bowfinger?
Yeah.
Man, no, I haven't.
A long time ago. Yeah.
Like Steve Martin, his character is trying to.
I know what the movie is.
He's trying to hit on Heather Graham, but she's like something like young, like really pretty girl trying to make it in Hollywood, and so he's trying to hit on her, and she's like, "Oh, do you like Smashing Pumpkins?" And he's like, "I love doing that."
What is he?
He's just some old guy trying to produce a movie, but he's
what's the name of the freaking comedian that smashed
Eddie Murphy.
Pumpkins?
Oh wait, what?
Gallagher.
Oh,
Gallagher.
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say
Watermelons.
Rewind this. Was he some like Pumpkin Gallagher? I was gonna. It was gonna be good.
It.
I thought you've been texting this whole time, but you've been messing with that Lego this whole time. This is awesome. So good.
It looks like you cracked it, and
you cracked the code.
Yeah,
we've solved your puzzle.
You solved my Legos puzzle. 1 week, less than 1 week. Just
get Tuesday.
2 days, yeah.
Tuesday.
We'll be on our way. By the time you guys hear this, we'll have already gone.
Cause I'm already gone. No hotline because we recorded at a weird time.
Although we're only like 2 days ahead, so it's not like we were going to get a bunch of calls
Fridays.
tomorrow.
No, people call on Fridays. That is when we get all of them.
Yeah, they usually do come about Friday.
They come on Friday, so no hotline. So here we'll do our
save them for next time.
Santiago, you know when that hotline bling. Nan's Corner.
No Nan's Corner.
We're done. We're done. So pour yourself a nice glass of sarsaparilla. Sit in a rocking chair. Cuddle up with a nice blanket. Because it's time for Nan's Corner. Fantabulous episode. And yes, I have been busy. Oh, Lord, have I ever. The weeds on this 2.5 acres, thanks to all the rain, were thick. 2 to 4 feet tall and as invasive as kudzu. It's kudzu, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I bought a field trimmer, and where it can't go, I hand pull. It's killing me. Actually, I think I'm already dead and just don't realize it yet. I'm halfway done, but the ones I started on 2 weeks ago are already 8 to 12 inches tall. Great. Googly moogly. I like that. I'm a hamster in a wheel running my chubby legs off with no end in sight. But don't cry for me, Argentina. I'm as happy as a pig in a puddle in spite of it all. You went machete on them.
I did.
He actually got a blister on his thumb.
I did. Oh, is it on my index finger?
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah, I went full on sicario.
Go out there.
That's hard work, man.
You need to get yourself a little hand science.
You guys, like, you didn't just have like a weed whacker? Like that's
she
literally
got this like industrial trimmer thing, but they're so thick and there's like hazards and stuff in there. She hit like a steel cable that like whipped around. It could have taken her eye out.
Oh, damn.
So I cleared out some, and we were working around the well and the water tank, so we got all that area clear, but we didn't even touch the pastures yet. That'll have to be like, my dad's got a brush hog that goes on the back of the tractor. We'll have to do something else with that because it's too much.
I mean, that's been my life, just clearing brush as well.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'll get all that cleared off. So, but I've just been taking a square nose shovel, just kind of just throwing it into making a little pile and going around with my golf cart. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all by hand.
A square nose shovel, like a flathead shovel?
Yeah, square head. I mean, it's goosebumps, chill bumps. I mean, whatever. Touchy.
Well, my dad owns a hardware store, as you know. That is called a rectangular level.
Oh, man. Oh, jeez. It's easy peasy to bake bread in a can. Coffee used to come in a 1 pound metal can, it still does. Yeah. I mean, but some of them are
they're
plastic.
Like plastic now, yeah.
No, I have, the one I get is metal. I used to go for fancy coffee, but now
so metal.
Coffee. No, brutal. Metalocalypse. The first episode of the show Metalocalypse is about that they decided to do a jingle for Duncan Hill's coffee, and it's the most metal. Anyway, like prepare for ultimate flavor. Yeah, it's so good. I love that. Which was perfect, but everything is plastic now. Oh man, it's plastic. So it's hard to find one. But Sunvista pinto bean cans will work.
Yep.
And I think I'd said it. I didn't say it, but like I gave my mom.
Will work for what? I forgot the first half of the.
Oh, to bake bread.
Oh, okay.
To do canned bread. But I gave my mom some of the bread from last week or 2 weeks ago.
She like it?
She loved it.
Yeah, it was good.
It was, well, apparently because it's a New England staple. And remember it said like New England's finest on the side of the can. Well, my whole maternal side of the family is all from New England.
Okay.
Like New Bedford, Boston.
They eat it with the chowder?
I went way back, like our first couple of episodes. I made a reference to Scrapple, and you didn't know what it was. How do you not know what it is when half your family is...
It's more Pennsylvanian.
Oh.
Yeah,
Say no more. I got you.
Yeah. But so this bread was like a thing that my great grandmother would get, and like that would be like a treat. And so my mom like gave it to her, legit tears. It was like this huge nostalgia. It was this beautiful moment. She's like, gosh, I haven't thought about my grandma in so long.
Mother's Day and Christmas is going to be a snap now for you.
Here's your bread. It costs $2. Here's your bread.
Stock up on it for the next few years.
I know, right?
It's shelf stable.
And that was Dan's Corner.
It's good.
More Gooder Than is proud to be sponsored by Range Outdoors. Range provides high quality and stylish apparel for people who want to, as they put it, go be free. They are a group of fishermen, climbers, backpackers, hunters, mountain bikers, and outdoor enthusiasts that want to help conserve and protect the environment they love for our future generations. They give their time and donate a portion of proceeds to conservation efforts. Head to range-outdoors.myshopify.com to check out their entire catalog.
It's good.
MGT Light?
MGT Light.
Great radio.
We're going to use this section to actually engage with our audience. So we want this to be like a back and forth. You guys go ahead and respond to us. We'll ask us questions. So we'll take the first question.
Hey, what are you doing next Tuesday?
Next Tuesday?
What are you doing on Tuesday?
I'm traveling with my two best buds to go see Taz live.
Not Donnie. Donnie won't listen to Taz. I was listening to some Androids and Aliens today. They're bringing up how the guy who plays Friss like keeps like a dream journal with all of his sayings. It's really smart, actually. Yeah. It's really good.
Skid plays Dr. Kudatu Friss.
I mean, I'm on episode like 4.
Yeah.
I don't care about these people yet. I will. I know I will. They will be invested. I will care about them.
Yeah.
Well, who do you care about?
I care about Taco.
Right.
And Magnus, as he rushes in. Magnus Burnsides. and let me see if I can do Clint. Let me see if I can do that. Oh, it's Moral High Church. He tries to do a Christopher Lloyd for his character.
Well, because he never would do voices in like.
Well, the man has a voice. He has the voice of an angel. His sons did not inherit that. Their mom must have just had like the worst voice because their voices are not good.
I won't speak ill of the dead.
No, it's fine. But because she's a wonderful woman. Yeah. She's dead. But Clint has this beautiful radio voice, just like Clint McElroy, Cincinnati radio. And then his sons are like, hey, kids, it's a good thing we're talented and funny because our voices sure aren't good.
I don't think they're that bad.
They're not that bad. Obviously,
that was like the first thing when you told me about the show. You're like, okay, you got to get over their voices, but they're really funny. Like, I started listening to like they just sound like just dudes that I'd hang out with.
That actually sounds like a character you will meet in Androids and Aliens. Tumsy.
Mama Fat sucks like this.
Kinda, yeah.
Mama Fat. But we're going to go to San Jose.
To a live show. So they're going to do something from Balance Arc, I'm assuming. I'm
so excited.
If they don't, I'll be a little upset.
Well, I mean, yeah, we're the one live show where they do something from like Dust.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind anything from Dust or from any of the other short runs arc that they did.
I didn't care for the one Clint GM'd.
Really? But I liked the characters that the other players came up with.
I mean, Griffin's a good player.
I can't think of their names right now, but it was Irene, and she'd turn into like
a Thor type character.
It was an Inuit.
Yes, that's right.
Like an Inuit god that she was basically like a female Thor. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and just listening to how meek Irene was, and then like how assertive. The Thor, yeah, her name was like Kamala, I think. It was Irene Kamala.
I don't remember. I'll have to listen again.
Kamala or I might be pissing some people off, but
I don't even remember what game they were playing. Do you remember?
They were playing
because it was Urban Shadows for Dust, which basically it's a lot like Blades. It's all like Blades in the Dark.
Oh,
yeah. I'm
bringing me back in.
Bringing Donnie back in.
Come on, Donnie, get in here with us.
If you guys could see Donnie's face when me and Corey talk about something, you've never. It's as if like Donnie like gets Mjolnir and like becomes the god of disinterest, and it's like he can't even be bothered to be like. Well, maybe I'll listen to this and maybe I'll try engaging.
Yeah, and that sounds interesting, Corey and Chris, people that I trust.
That sounds interesting. No, you know what? I'm going to check out completely.
Yeah,
I'm not even going to look at my phone. I'm just going to like scratch my face.
I was cleaning my glasses.
Yeah. Classic Donnie. But we're going to, so most of the time for their live shows, they do something from the Balance Arc, which was their first 69 episodes. I just listened to the New Orleans one. They always pull out all the stops. It's always nuts.
Yeah.
Like their live shows are just these weird off the wall because canonically, they finished the story.
Yeah.
And so they have to like, there's just some things where like Travis, who plays Magnus, like, F your canon. Just so good.
Well, because they'll do some stuff that like happened in the past. And we already know what happens at the present or the future or whatever. Yeah. And so like they know like, oh, we can't die. So let's just do crazy stuff.
Like, if we die, this story does not continue if we die. But it's so I'm really excited. So we're going to drive 3.5 hours.
I know, right?
Watch them for 2 hours.
At least 3.5. I think it's going to be more than that.
If we're going to leave at 1, I think we're going to get there.
Shouldn't be too bad on a Tuesday, though,
That's
right?
Tuesday at 4:30. We'll be in San Jose. I feel like we'll be good.
Yeah.
The doors open at 7. We got a 2.5 hour window. We're good. Oh, I think we'll be. I don't think we'll be there at exactly 4:30, obviously, but
I should have got you a GCP shirt to wear.
The Glass Cannon podcast.
Yeah.
$33,000 a month from Patreon
for Glass Cannon.
Yeah.
It's
just crazy, and they're good. They're not macro. I don't know how much the macro. Well, Clint just announced.
Go back and listen to early episodes of Taz.
Oh, these guys have been doing it.
It wasn't as polished as once they got to.
These guys have been doing it for years.
Since late 15 is when they started Glass Cannon.
I guess that's true. They had that Glass Cannon podcast. So going into, you're listening to
Androids and Aliens. That's brilliant. I love you so much. It's so good.
You're listening to Androids and Aliens. So yeah, they were polished at that point. So you're saying those early episodes were not as good as early Taz? Because I think early Taz was a little rough. Like when you got to,
it's not as you know what it is.
The Stolen Century. By that point, God, it was so good. It was so that just was so good. The Stolen Century is my favorite, mini arc.
Please listen to the New Orleans episode.
I will. I'm gonna catch up
obviously you are, because you don't want to be you want to be the guy that's like,
hey, what's going on? Who are these characters?
Spoilers.
Who's Taco?
Taco. It's spelled Taako. I'm fine. I'm good out here.
What's so funny is that he literally had put no thought into his character and probably was just actually eating some Taco Bell or something like that. Yeah. So my character's name is Taco.
It's pure oldest brother when the little brother is excited about something.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, I'll do this.
But what's so funny is by the end, I feel like Justin is the one who's the most.
Oh, for sure, he's excitable for sure. Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. They're all so in. I just think Clint is living the dream.
For sure. He's living the dream. Proud of his boys.
He's just he just quit his job. That was on the latest episode of
they mentioned it before that the money that comes in for the show helped him retire.
Yeah. So he retired. Their dad retired.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was just man, you spend your time with your adult boys that you just love.
That want to hang out with you.
Want to hang out with you
every other week. Yeah. They want to hang out with you.
They want and Justin still lives in the same town.
Yeah.
Anyway, I love it. Speaking of Adventure Zone, I want to make fun of one of our dearest friends, Thomas, who was just in town. We had a great time. Went to Calm. I took my oldest and his oldest. We went to Calm Zoo.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. He thought that
he's only got the one.
Was I wrong? It's his oldest child.
Sure.
I did not stutter. I said that on purpose.
Multiple. Slam Donnie.
You don't know. Thomas is prolific.
Yeah.
You don't know if he's got little.
He might have something that even he doesn't know about.
Some Tom Sturts. But Thomas thought that he finished Adventure Zone before me and you did.
Yeah.
And he finished even before Galindo did.
Okay.
He finished it first.
So he's an OG fan.
He finished it a week before Galindo, and then I finished it a week after Galindo.
And then I finished 6 months later.
Yeah, he finished 6 later.
I'm slow.
What's Taz now?
Adventure Zone. It's not Android. It's the one that's not Androids and Aliens.
Oh, okay.
But Thomas was just in town. We had a great time with him. My gosh, he's just the best guy. So Thomas, this is making up for not mentioning you the last time you were here because we feel bad for that. But he thought that Travis was Taco and that Justin was Magnus.
Yeah, that's funny.
I don't, and at the beginning, I definitely would have got that. But he's listening to over 200 episodes of Mabim Bam as well.
Figure it out eventually, yeah.
And so the voices then those are ingrained. I could pick their voices out of a crowd.
They are distinct once you're experienced.
Other than your guys' voices, my family's voices, the McElroy's voices are the voices I've heard the most. So
their voices are more recognizable than my children's voices.
But anyway, Thomas was here. Great time. Oh gosh, we grilled.
Yeah.
We had fun. Thomas is so tall.
Corey hosted. Awesome.
I peed in his toilet.
Yeah.
I didn't miss.
We dried our hands on his bathroom ShamWow.
What was that ShamWow thing?
All of the cloths and stuff that we have in our house are this company called Norwex.
Okay.
So
there's a real story behind these things. This is great.
Well, my wife's mother sells Norwex. She's a Norwex consultant. And anyways, Norwex is this company that they make these fabrics and they're antimicrobial. They have
so it's a cult. Is what
you're saying. They have silver nitrite or something in them. I don't know what some kind of
silver.
I don't know what they have.
So it kills werewolves.
Pretty much, yeah. It's some kind of silver composition of some kind. I'm not a chemist, but it actually does not allow bacteria to grow in the cloth. So you don't even have to wash it that often. You just wipe things up.
I don't like that.
It is a little odd to think about.
Everything you're saying is gross.
Nothing can grow, and it is true. I've wiped up eggs off the counter and then just hung it back up and
then ate those eggs later.
No, just you spill a little egg and all over. But so everything in our house is all like that material.
They dry hands
material.
well.
So
I washed my hands and I was like, "Where's the towel? Okay, this thing is hanging here. I guess I'm supposed to dry my hands on it.
Yeah.
It looks like a sea creature.
Yeah.
It's all like springy with hairs and stuff.
Sea urchin.
So I dried my hands. I was like, might have to get me one of those.
Yeah.
Please just tell me one thing. That wasn't the one you wiped up the eggs with, right? And put back in the.
Oh no! That's the one I wipe my ass with. Not eggs though.
Good, because I did that too.
Yeah, we all did that.
My taint.
Yeah, you just take it and you hold one side right between. You do like the floss thing back and forth.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how you.
Just lay a testicle on each side of it and just back and forth.
I don't have testicles.
Yeah, you only have one.
No, I don't have testicles. I have one giant one, so they merge, they form
masticle.
together. Yeah,
It's like an ostrich egg.
I broke Chris.
this is so good. Like, what a stupid thing. Every episode, there is always, no matter what, there's always something
Some big laugh. Yeah,
that just catches you. That's just like, that was a mastical. Okay, that's it for us.
I'm out.
But what game did we play? We didn't play Scythe. I know that.
Citadels.
As God is my witness, I will never play Scythe.
Well, we played. Well,
Citadels,
when you
yeah.
guys went off to cook or whatever, Thomas, Melly, Sarai, and I played Sagrada as well, which Thomas won, I think, or Sarai. I did not win.
Is it the one that's kind of like Azul?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, you did buy that.
Yeah, I got Sagrada.
Is it fun?
Yeah, I like it. But we played Citadels, which is an up to 8-player game. We played 7 players. Pretty epic. I thought it was pretty awesome.
I got last place.
We all lost. My wife won.
Yeah.
No, there's
Quietly building her citadels.
Yeah.
When you beat her though, it went like if you target her, she's like, "Oh no."
Yeah, she's got a little advantage there.
No, don't do that.
Like
I'm sorry, Melly. I know. I'm sorry.
I'm
Okay, I'll go
new
after
to your
Donnie.
country.
Don't pick on the foreigner.
Yeah.
Well, also because then Donnie's sitting with that stupid grin on his face, just like, why would you guys attack me? I'm loyal
That's what it
Donnie.
is. We're all like talking to each other, trying to like outsmart each other and like target each other, and she's just sitting there quietly, just collecting all of her little properties.
Yeah, it does help to not have enemies,
Like,
not necessarily be friends with
She
everybody.
actually probably speaks fluent English by now, but she's just like totally playing up like, no English. I'm just gonna be quiet.
When we're home, she corrects me.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I know how it feels to be you guys because I get that at home.
Criminal mastermind. We had a good time. That was a fun game.
It was a fun game.
Fun game. As we left, I had my oldest try and carry Scythe out the door. Like, bye, Donnie.
It's as big as she is.
And she couldn't do it. And she's strong.
She could sleep in the legendary box.
It's just like this box that it comes in is huge.
That's not the box that it comes in.
Oh, it's not?
That's the legendary
The
box
expansion
that I had to buy to put everything in.
Yeah.
So it's like the big dumb box. What's the one for Smash Up?
Yeah, same thing.
The big geeky box.
Big geeky box.
Yeah.
It's not the big dumb box I felt bad. But Thomas, man, it was so good to see you, bro.
Yeah, it was cool to
So
have him
good.
come.
Hope he went down south, which is where like I guess he spent a lot of his formative years too, like around Ojai and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh my gosh. That's so good. Oh hi. Oh man.
They must like just like that's kind of like the greeting in that town, like for everyone. Just hi, Mark. 'Cause you live in Ohio.
Yeah, Ojai. Oh, you wouldn't get it. So my dad was born. He was born in Ojai. Yeah.
Is his name Mark?
Yes, my dad's name is Mark. No, my dad's name is Bob. He was formed. He came fully formed as a grown man.
Yeah.
With a pension, named Bob. So, stop playing with your Lego.
Sorry.
Stop playing with your Lego logs.
I'm just playing with my Legos, Mom. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. That's very burlesque of you. I don't know what I didn't know. Like, what's the difference between a burlesque and a strip show? I don't know. I've never been to
Strip, they
each.
actually take their clothes off.
One's more classy.
Yeah.
It's risque.
Is burlesque more like themed then? Is that more like a thing?
I don't know if it's
Burlesque is
necessarily
just like
themed.
very, very like flamboyant costumes and
Yeah.
and like a show, like lots of feathers. When you think of like Vegas with like lots of feathers,
That's more burlesque.
but
And
women,
like netting and stuff.
Yeah, it definitely sexy clothing, beautiful women, oiled up.
Dudes.
But they're all. I don't think there's really dudes in a burlesque shows there.
Well, Kenny said that most of
When
the
he went to
roles
the dude
in
one.
this Star Wars one are female, except for Han Solo, which
Okay.
appropriate.
Yeah.
I mean, I love me some Star Wars.
Yeah.
Did you see that did you see the leaked / maybe fake poster for episode 9?
No.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't been confirmed yet, but like I highly doubt it. They keep that security. That security at Disney is stronger than Fort Knox. Like it's like they do not let things go. But it's got Rey, and she's got a white lightsaber.
What?
I know, right?
What kyber crystal makes white?
Ask Ahsoka.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, asked and answered.
Yeah. There you go.
I want to see like an Ahsoka movie.
They have an Ahsoka
She's
book.
a cool character.
The girls love her. Oh, obviously she's awesome. I love her.
Melly, really, that's probably Melly's favorite Star Wars
She's
character.
a great character. She really. Are you familiar?
No.
Ahsoka,
I actually thought you were saying that was the name of the kyber crystal. Ask Ahsoka.
Yeah.
I thought that was a thing.
Oh,
Now
no.
I realize, like, oh, I sound stupid to people who actually know who Ahsoka is.
Spoiler alert. That happens a lot. happens to the best of us, bro. Did you see for the new Galaxy's Edge
Is that a new Samsung phone?
Oh my gosh, you're right. Oh my god, Disney, what are you doing? Galaxy's Edge is
They probably own Samsung now, so it's okay.
They own everything. They're collecting everything like Infinity Stones. Just like someone's saying, like, oh well, DC's next. It's like really. So Disney would own DC, Marvel, and Star Wars. They'd own all the geekdom.
Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. And then they're going to buy Coke. They're going to buy Pepsi.
I know, right? When I brought Coke to the grill, were you guys cool with that? I don't know. Sometimes people are weird about if you bring Coke and not Pepsi.
I mean, we don't really do hardcore drugs, but I mean, you do
Yeah,
you.
I know. You just tap it out.
I'm just
Yes.
surprised we weren't the ones who brought Coke.
I know, right? Colombia. No, but like that was okay, right?
What, like, are we going to get
I brought-
insulted because
I brought-
black people don't drink Coke or something?
No, people are like weird about their Coke and Pepsi
He brought some
projects.
purple drink too.
Yeah, you had
Orange
some
soda.
Cactus Cooler. That was pretty
Close
popular.
enough, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying that people get weird about Pepsi and Coke products.
Who likes Pepsi better than Coke?
I don't know, but people are like that though. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, my brother does.
Yeah,
yeah.
see?
My brother's rules are like he'll ask, "Are you guys Pepsi or Coke?" And if they are Coke, he gets Sprite. If they are Pepsi, he gets Pepsi. He doesn't drink Coca-Cola, so but he likes Sprite better than he likes. What is Pepsi's like? Slice or what is Pepsi?
Sierra Mist.
Sierra Mist. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, which used to be Slice.
It used to be Slice.
Yeah. I like Slice better. I liked it when it was Slice. I remember as a kid, obviously, your parents, it was a whole thing like, oh, kids don't drink the dark drinks because they had more.
It's got the most sugar.
The caffeine.
It gets its color from
the sugar.
all the sugar in it.
But I drank, Sprite and Sierra or it was Slice at the time.
Yeah.
And then Squirt was like the champagne.
Squirt is still
You guys
awesome.
like Squirt?
Squirt is
I'm
so
not into
good.
Grapefruit
It's grapefruit.
soda,
I'm not into
man.
grapefruit.
It's so
Oh, man.
right, Donnie.
Okay.
I love you so much right
Yeah.
now.
No, but like we grew up on like grape soda, strawberry soda, orange
I mean, I
soda,
like strawberry.
pineapple soda.
I don't like any of that.
Yeah, that's all good. It's because you're black.
That's like some Fanta shit
Every black
right
person
there.
out there knows what I'm talking about. They know what's up.
Yeah. So, of course, I brought Cactus Cooler, like you said,
Yeah, it's like
which is what
pineapple and orange. You
Yeah.
mix them together, it's even better.
Yeah.
But like that's what you get for people who are visiting California because it's only available like in SoCal and like Arizona, New Mexico.
That's what I
Yeah.
do love about living in Bakersfield. Is like we do get all of the extra like test market stuff.
Get them
Yeah.
Cactus Cooler
Yeah.
and In-N-Out Burger and some Dewar's Chews, and they're good to go. That's your Bakersfield package right there.
My mom's heading up north. She's heading to Oregon, and she's
And
like, "What should I bring?"
Do people request Dewar's?
Well, I told her she's like, I should bring something, right? It's like, oh, just go to Dewar's and
Yeah.
then get her some shoes. So Home Trees, if you're not familiar, Bakersfield has this ice cream / candy maker. I don't know. What,
It's like the soda fountain, ice
Yeah.
cream.
Yeah.
just
old school stuff.
it's like
Like
the old school, like 50s, like.
but they've been
soda
around
fountain.
for forever.
Yeah, it's probably been there since the 50s.
Yeah.
But they made these things called chews, which are like a Abba Zaba style salt, but
Just
they're
like a
soft.
soft taffy.
Yeah.
But they're soft and they're filled
Yeah.
with peanut butter inside. And they
Well, the peanut butter ones are.
yeah, and
Yeah,
then there's
the peppermint ones.
Well, the original chew is, but then they have,
The caramels are my favorite.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're really good.
Yeah.
But anyway, so if
I'm an
you want
almond
some,
man myself.
the almond ones are.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no bad one. I don't
Yeah,
even-
there isn't a
I'm
bad
not a
one.
big peppermint guy. I'll still eat a peppermint chew.
Yeah.
Just the mouthfeel.
If somebody says, "Do you want a Dewar's Chew?" I don't say like what kind. I say, "Yeah, fucking give
Yes.
it to me right now."
Yeah, the answer is
Unwrap
yes.
it and put it in
directly
my
into
mouth.
mouth.
Yeah.
Which apparently doesn't exist for your brother if it's a Pepsi or Coke product. But no, Cactus Cooler is one of those things you can only get here in California. And
Is that
it's
so?
SoCal.
I don't know.
You can't
I
get
didn't
it
know that.
everywhere else. So like I get it for people. So with Thomas, I know he can get it in Maryland. So like,
birds just get like really loud.
Yes. The thing is, all
I can hear is birds now. I can't even hear you anymore.
I know. The guinea hens were out here earlier. I know it's not a word combination that's normally said. That these stupid little.
Wait, somebody near my mom has them, and they're in her like.
They are the loudest,
the
most annoying creatures on the face of the earth.
Yeah.
If I killed creatures, I would kill them, but like I want them dead. They are so annoyingly loud. Yeah. They're like a mix between a chicken and a duck. And that noise comes out
like a flamingo or something bigger.
They're beautiful birds in a stupid way. Anyway, I want them to die, all of them.
I guess that's a compliment of sorts.
I don't know.
Well, since our MGT Lite's kind of been just a grab bag, I do want to give a shout out to Dungeons and Drongos.
No shout outs.
And since we were talking about like just real RPG playthrough podcasts, like I love that show. I've been catching up lately because I got a little behind. But like they were saying that they slipped off the top 200 for like whatever genre they're in.
Yeah.
So I was wanting to encourage people to go out and listen to them.
Go out there. And
it's
Suzanne,
really good. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Get well soon, Suzanne.
Oh,
I know she just got out of the hospital.
What happened? I didn't hear that.
They didn't say, but she just got out. So they've been on a mini hiatus.
Oh, okay.
But she's doing okay. She's out. So get well soon.
Anyways, awesome
Best
podcast.
Wishes.
Very hilarious. You got to check it out. A lot of fun.
Elise was just at a conference and the guys were asking for specifically Dungeons and Dragons podcasts. I'm like, oh, I got you covered. Yeah. So Lisa's like texting me. She's like, okay, I told him about the Adventure Zone. And she says, F that androids and aliens, screw Donnie. And I actually did recommend androids. And I said, of course. And then I said, I think Donnie does that one called Crit Storm. I don't know, maybe. But I said, obviously, Dungeons and Drongos. It's like, you will laugh your head off. I don't think I've laughed as hard at most podcasts as I did that first episode when Meth Face comes out because he needs some ciggies for his kids. And they even asked, Luke had posted, he says, like, what are your favorite characters? I think who'd you...
it's hard, and everybody was saying, like
what's your favorite...
Braden, Piggy Braden.
Yeah,
baby Piggy Braden.
Oh, hey.
I like Waddleston. I love how just everything's like... And everything he just like he puts a quack in between the sentences. It's really funny.
But mine is still meth face. He just comes out. He's got underwear on his face, and then just like, hey, ciggies for my kids, and then it'll always be. It's just funny every single time.
Yeah, but I said it before. But what I love what they're doing lately is like they're explaining some of like the Australian like culture. You know what I mean?
They're doing the Lord's work.
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
are.
Yeah. So like they'll do their whole story and talk about things and make references to things. And at the end, like, okay, for our American listeners, like this is, like I was telling you, Donnie, about what they call corn dogs or Dagwood dogs or something. I think I have that right.
Yeah.
But they were surprised that our corn dogs don't have actual corn in them.
But they do. They're
made like a cornmeal.
Yeah, cornmeal.
But it's just funny to hear it from.
You like dags?
You like dags? It's just funny to hear from another culture, like. Things that we take for granted. Like everybody knows what corn dogs are here, right?
Yeah.
But they're like genuinely perplexed at what is a corn dog. It's just funny to hear.
The cheap sausages wrapped in deep fried. Americans love them. We were just watching Ratatouille the other night. And so he says, what is a corn dog?
Well, I've been puzzling. Like one of the reasons I've been so quiet over here is early in the episode when Paris commented, she said she listened to half the episode when she was going to work.
Did you finish the episode?
No, I was like thinking like, what does Paris do? And I want to think that she just like flies around and like touches plants so that they grow like on the coast of Australia, like in the green zone. And that's
the green zone.
That's like Paris's thing. She just.
What does Zach do all day then?
I don't know. Well, he stars in movies that we all like.
Carl Urban. Jury's still out, Zach.
Yeah, that Photoshop picture doesn't fool anybody.
He is judge, jury, and
executioner. I am the law. But gosh, we love them so much.
I do love that show. So I just want to shout them out. Go listen to it. Give it a chance.
I do have a question, and it feels very conceited. Okay. It feels very conceited.
All right.
Someone asked, Luke, did you name baby Piggy Braden
after you?
After me?
I thought that when I first heard him.
If you did... That's huge. I mean, I feel incredibly honored because they've shouted us out so many times. We love them so much.
Yeah.
And but anyway, I just was curious. Like,
I'm gonna guess that no, it's not.
I don't think so, because that's, but like,
it's probably a reference to something that, you know, some actor there.
Yeah. But I just was curious because someone asked. I'm like, I think it was Galindo asked. I said, no, man, no. I'm like, wait, you did it? Because that's awesome. Suck my bacon balls. Oh, I love that show so much. Speaking of shows, go listen to that. Go listen to Taz.
You can. No, maybe if you feel like it, listen to Androids and Aliens.
No, man.
Probably skip that one, though.
Don't listen to that one. That one's garbage. But that is going to do it for us, the MGT Recording Bunker. We really appreciate you rating, reviewing, and subscribing to the podcast on the Apple Podcast app or wherever. Just leave a review. If you think you don't even like our show, tell them about us. What do you lose except for a friend if they don't like us? Because you don't want that kind of negativity in your life. Please follow us on the Twitters at MGT Podcast. We're on the Grams and the Facebooks at More Gooder Than. Email us at moregooderthan@gmail.com. Call the hotline. We know hotline calls. 661-489-7323. Shame on you, listeners. Shame on you.
You had a full 24-hour period to call us.
You could have called us anytime. So disappointed. One of these days, I'm going to call and leave a message. I am. I'm going to, anyway.
And reveal that you're really the mystery caller.
No, don't even. If you say his name, then Branson comes up out of nowhere from the What Were They Thinking podcast. He just like if you say his name 3 times,
you got to go in the bathroom, turn off the lights, and look in the mirror, and then say his name 3 times.
Then he shows up and he goes, "It's showtime."
Classic Bristow.
Bristow. I mean, my gosh, what a great guy, right? Stand up guy. And visit our website, mgtpodcast.com, where you can support us via Patreon, like our great and powerful sponsors, Nan and David. Brought to you by Nan and David. And the rest of the Sacred Grove. You can also visit our actual sponsors page and purchase an item from Range Outdoors. Go be free. And while you're on our website, you can buy, nice... some ciggies for your kids.
Or a tinny.
Yeah, a tinny. With our logo on it. MGT logo designed by Mary Madewell. Home Tree logo designed by Dan Nicholson. And of course, we are proud members of the Podfix Network. Follow us at Podfix on Twitter. And go to podfixnetwork.com to see the full lineup of shows. And of course, you can catch Donnie on the Crit Storm podcast.
Sure can.
With the aforementioned Thomas Howarth. We will see you next week. It's getting dark in here.
Sun has gone down. We're all sitting in a dark room staring at each other.
I see glow faces.
Chris's iPad is the only light source, and your Apple
my laptop.
Yeah,
and your Apple. I'm just eating an apple over here. It's glowing.
Well, I get your screen doesn't provide any light for me, but the logo on the back is glowing.
Yeah.
Bye for me, Chris and Corey.
Later.
And Donnie.
See ya.
This was a podcast from the Podfix Network. You can check out more shows like it at podfixnetwork.com.